Greetings, Groaners. Here we are again, that time of the week once more. We are now 13 away from episode 200 with episode 187. That is the milestone we are now gunning down. This week, the heat has been insane. And right now, as I write this, it is 23 degrees. It got stupidly hot to record as it overheated a few times between Friday and Saturday. As well as it being, I swear the other day, 31 degrees, which is hot for England. It's 21 degrees now, and I'm still sweating as I sit here. The show is out late, but this heat is just wow, and for that reason, it will be a shortened version of the Groan Zone. Onwards now though, with my groans. Heat, I get it. Here in the UK, we don't get heat that much. Do we have to get it all in one burst? It's killing me and delaying plans. But typical Brit, I'm one if it's too cold, I'm one if it's too hot. There's no happy medium when we're looking for the Goldilocks zone in temperature regions. Fish and chip costs. Fish and chips here is a delicacy in the UK, in my opinion. However, due to popularity and cost of fuel for boats, etc., the cost of fish and chips is soaring up. Why don't we make cod farms in the four corners of the UK to supply the demand or to replenish sea stocks? It's just too much right now, especially with the cost of everything else. We can't afford it. Don't let our national dish go through the floor. That's my double of groans for this episode, as I just couldn't get to number 3. Straight from groans, we head on to Creepy Corner now with Admin Nicole's Creepy Corner. Your story for this week is called The Darkened Night. On the surface, rumours began to spread. The light from all the stars had gone out. They were scared, worried. Some began to spread rumours of a curse, others about losing the favour of their star goddess. Everyone wondered what to do and where to go, but that fear was slowly driving them into panic. Elsewhere on the moon, Damien had arrived to confront Vega about what was going on. As soon as Valencia returned to the stars, she was different. She refused to talk about what happened, but the minute Damien threatened to take care of Dr. Quack once and for all, she froze. She looked him in the eye and told him to stay away from Quack and Lionel. They were under her protection for the time being, so he did the only thing he could. He went to Vega on the moon for answers. He landed on the moon at the edge between the light and the darkness, looking over at the farm that Vega had somehow built for himself. Grim had decided to remain on the light side of the moon, building his facility where he could watch over life below, and Vega decided to retreat to the dark side and the comfort of the darkness that was always part of him. As he walked into the farm, he realised Vega wasn't alone. There were humans living on the farm with him. Well, evolved humans anyway. All of them had been fused by rabbits, with the noticeable ears and tails. Damien wasn't sure if he should say something, but Vega guided him to a table he had set up in a sort of greenhouse full of tea and cakes. The stars have gone out. Something happened to Valencia and she won't let me deal with Quack. You're her father, aren't you? You must know something. In return, I won't question whatever it is you're doing up here. I'm not entirely sure I want to know either, Damien asked. Vega smiled, although it was hard to tell through the tall black mask he often favoured to appear as. Damien wanted so much for him to turn to his true form, but Vega refused. He had grown quite partial to this form, the tall black mass with the hollow eyes staring down into the very fear of the soul. It was great for keeping away anyone he didn't want to deal with, and the rabbits he saved had grown accustomed to his form, so no point changing it now. Do you know that even as the universe gets reset, there are beings like me, Grim, and even Kronos that remain unaffected? It is our job to see and record everything after all. Valencia is the same, but she'll never know that. I remember an ancient legend that always fascinated me that told how rabbits originated from the moon, and I always wanted to make that happen. This world lets me have that. Whilst on my mission to convince the humans down there to give me offerings so I could continue to read at will and have all that is required for my own joy, I stumbled across something bigger. As you know, Dr. Quack's evolved humans aren't exactly welcomed by the regular born, that way type humans. For some reason that seemed to be rabbits in particular, can't tell you why. So I came up with this genius idea to save them all. So I enlarged the farm, made all the necessary renovations, which was a lot of effort. You know, I hate having to go down there myself. In my efforts, I found an abandoned warehouse of said evolved humans and decided to bring them here. A sanctuary for the evolved. That's why they call me the Mad Moon King down there. although I'm not quite sure where the mad part came from, Vega explained. Damien wasn't interested in any of this. All it did was make clear that he didn't want to know. Yet it couldn't be avoided that those people could have likely starved or died if he hadn't interfered. He changed their destiny in a way and even made it possible for them to live up here with him. They seemed happy too, a small community slowly growing and happy to serve the Moon King in exchange for saving them. Although we also couldn't help but notice the selfish aspect of things and the fact that Vega's teas and cakes were all grown and made in the farm, Vega simply chose to see it as a way of giving the people a way to profit and grow the community themselves, with him only intervening in their plans when necessary. They always came to him for advice anyway, when they needed something. Yet kneeling and revering him, as they did, seemed excessive, but Damien could understand how grateful they were to be alive and to have a chance to truly live, even if it was only on the moon. As for your problems with my daughter, we've come to the wrong place, more specifically, the wrong side of the moon. Go find my brother, he's the one who did this. If you ask me, he never should have told about that dumb obligation he made millennia ago. Alas, I wasn't in the meeting, I wasn't allowed to be. You see, I refused to hide information from Valencia, and so in return I was banned from the meeting that decided what to do with her. If there's one thing I can tell you though, I guess it would always be that you're always ignoring the obvious. I've always hated that about you, ignoring what's right in front of you. How about a test though? A riddle in a way. That might be fun, for me at least. You were born a human, you died a human. You were reborn in this world as a star. Valencia may be the North Star, but do you really think a star can be really capable of the power it takes to alter one's destiny? Let's not forget, she reduced a primal to an ordinary human. So here's your question. What is she? Well, Nicole, just who is the most powerful character in the stories of Cryptic Corner so far? Have we seen the most powerful already? Have you got another powerful creature up your sleeve? Are there more coming? I'm sure Nicole will unveil more in future Groaners. Well written. Sticking with Nicole, she actually gave me a hell of a thing this week, and it kind of ties in with what I said about plastic surgery in the last episode. It's time for What the... A man who we don't actually know the name of, or where he lives, has done the following to himself. Removal of his ears. Removal of his top lip. Removal of his nose. Finally, the removal of 2 fingers on each hand. His goal is only 71% complete, with further plans to amputate 1 leg and slice his wang in half. Yes, you heard that right. All the male groaners just cringed there. His goal is to become an alien. Right. Any surgeon who has done work to him so far, and any who would help him with his next goals, should be struck off and never be on the health service or plastic surgery boards ever again. This is just complete lunacy. Definitely a gross and baffling what the... However, Groaners, game time is upon us now with Gimme the Reverse. This game is a mashup of Gimme the Question and Please Reverse the Music. That's because we're cutting things down just for this episode. Round 1. This is your Gimme the Question part. Your answer is Phoenix. Your questions are A. What is the name of the next trainer to be released by the Puma brand? B. What is the name of a cartoon cat who was big in the 30s to 50s? Or C. What is the surname of the protagonist in Gears of War 1 to 3? Pause here, Groaners. Have a think. And then unpause. Round 2. Here's where Please Reverse the Music takes over. And your tune is coming now. Ah yes, Groaners, that was the 90s classic, but I ain't going to get any more clues. Good luck. Pause here, have a think, and then answer and unpause, and then move on to round number 3. This one again is from the 90s, maybe not so classical, but yes, still a classic in my opinion. I remember when this one came out, it gave young kids nightmares who saw the music video. Pause here, Groaners. Have a think. answer, and then unpause. And the answers for Gimme the Reverse will come later on. We give it up now for an audience groan which came in via email from EW of Cumbria. I will let them take the floor now. I know we all have hygiene and look after ourselves in some degree, but with the days of people not washing their hands in bathrooms, I find the following disgusting. There are tongs to handle baked goods etc. in Lidl, yet people seem happy to barehand the stuff. This is gross and transmits germs quite easily. Would these same people like it if a Subway worker used their feet to make their sandwiches? That is a really good groan, and I always use the tongs that are provided. But really? Feet making sandwiches? Are you alright? But anyway, groaners, if you want to groan in like EW did, you got feedback, ideas, nominated Hero Zero of the Week, got a what the or a why or something else, you can contact us in a few ways. Number 1, drop an email off to thegroanzonepod@gmail.com, find us on Facebook groups under the Groanzone Podcast Facebook group, or drop myself a Facebook message on Mr. E. Groaner, or do the same for admin Nicole under Nicole Amos. And lastly, drop a comment on any of the platforms you listen to us on, make us aware, we'll go review what you said, and you never know, it might be adapted to the show or used in the show. Look forward to hearing from you, groaners. But as stated, groaners, it's a shorter episode this time around, at least until the heat passes. So here come your game answers earlier than normal. Where the hell is this? From last week, your answer was the Blue Pearl City in Morocco. Well done if your geography served you well, and I'm sorry if my clues were hopeless. I'm really sorry. For Gimme the Reverse, round 1, your correct question was C. For round 2, your tune was Ace of Base with The Sign. And for round 3, your tune was Firestarter by The Prodigy. And with that, groaners, I hope you scored some points. As well as my apologies for the episode being brief. Admin Nicole takes us out now with Anagram Anxiety. Your anagram for this week is Eagle's Recency. That's EAGLES RECENCY. Your clue is it a flower or is it a slug? She's done it once again, groaners. I'm baffled again. I have not got a clue what this could be, and this means you're on your own. Good luck. The answer will come in the next episode. Take care, groaners. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. He changed their destiny in a way, and even made it possible for them to live up here. He changed their but as stated, it's a shorter episode